Hey guys, we're back and today we're going to take you through a movement that Reem has actually trained quite a lot.
I actually love this. This is my favorite part.
Okay. Yeah. Why? Because of the glute burn?
Yeah, pretty much. And also I feel like I've progressed a lot in this particular workout. So
yeah. Sweet. It's one that I actually see done wrongly quite frequently, mainly because the key part of this movement is being able to take your hips from being in anterior tilt to being in posterior tilt. And what you'll see in 80% of people that are doing it is their hips stay in anterior tilt when they get to the top and they're not getting that full contraction. Reem has learned it very well, so she's going to demonstrate for you how to go through the glute bridge, hip thrust. It's got many names, but anything related to your butt is pretty much what people have called it. So the setup is she wants whatever surface she's lying on, whether that be a sofa, that's probably what most of you are going to be using, is a sofa, maybe like middle of the back, just below your shoulder blades. Okay, yeah, about there. Cool. In terms of where she wants to be putting her feet, that is going to be, the key is that at the top of your movement, all the way at the top, you kind of want your shins vertical. So at the moment, her shins are quite slanted, so she needs to bring her feet back. Start at the top again, keep them up there, come back a little bit more. Okay, perfect. And a slight outward rotation just because of the way your hip works. That is your perfect kind of setup there. So she's going to think about a couple of things here. First of all, on the way down, she wants her hips back in that anterior tilted position with the back extended, feeling like it's flexed. And then at the top, she's going to tuck her hips in and squeeze her butt and squeeze her abs. Now, a lot of you will feel neck strain if you're lying back too much here. What Reem actually wants to do is really feel like she's staying up and forward and keeps her eyes pointing in that direction, directly forward, nice. And so even though that means that you won't be able to get your hips quite as high, that doesn't mean you're not getting a stronger contraction. So she's going to hinge back with the hips in that anterior tilt, good, dropping the hips, getting that crease across here, and then tuck up to come through there. So you'll see she's not kicking back and forth. If you go down into that tilt there, now just bring your hips up without tucking them and keep them flat. No, so that's with your tuck. Keep them in that position there. You'll see a lot of people doing this, right? And her hips have stayed in anterior tilt. She needs to drop them into anterior tilt and then tuck them up without moving the body. There, bang. Abs tight, butt tight, maximum contraction. Now, if this is not enough load for you, we're thinking maybe grab a sack of rice. That sack of rice can sit on your hips, nice and soft, and you're then able to do the same thing. So it might restrict your movement in the bottom a little bit, but don't be fooled by thinking that that is the most important thing here. The most important thing is that top few inches where she's coming up and really contracting through the butt in order to keep things level. And then however much you hinge back down, that's enough. Come straight back up again. Bang! That is a textbook example of a glute thrust.